Mm. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Trey, and I'm just gonna hop on and do like a little quick little live stream right quick because I didn't do that much little live streaming the other day, but hey, that's why I'm doing this is right quick, just a little quickie. Happy belated holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all of the amazing holidays that are out today. During this month or whatever. And I just wanted to little jump on right quick and do like a little quick little live stream. It's nothing much or whatever. I know I didn't really announce it, but it is what it is. So I wanted to talk about, you know, um, talk a little bit about the Batman trailer that kind of came out. So we're going to discuss a little bit of that. And some people were like, "Oh my God, it's amazing," and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm still not feeling it." And I understand some people are like, "Oh my God, how can you not feel it? It's like the most amazing thing ever." Not really, not really. There are way better trailers than that. But I mean, it's just my opinion on it. But yeah, I just wanted to. Hey, how's it going, Finn? Yeah, it is. We're a few days from New Year's and telling 2021 to suck it. I hope 2022 will be better. Because wow, it's been something. I can definitely tell you that. But I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to share the trailer and we're going to sort of react to it. So yeah, here's the Batman trailer, and I don't care what none of y'all say. I think this is goddamn the most laziest. Look at that. That's got to be the most laziest Batmobile. I'm sorry, I don't care what none of y'all say. The Batmobile looks lame as hell. The Batmobile should look like something that a normal person couldn't afford. This looks like, oh, I tricked daddy my ride. Or those people back in the day from MTV, if you guys remember, the whole pimp my ride thing. That's what this is. Oh, you gotta pimp my ride. Hey, you just popped up in my feed. Hey, Free Fire Pro. Yeah, this is just a little bit of, we're just gonna react a little bit. um Yo, Trey, how's it going, empathetic queen? And in every media, Bruce has charitable, especially to children, worst Catwoman mask I've ever seen. Villain is Jigsaw, not Riddler. And how the fuck does he know Batman's identity? I'm tired of mentality, unwell Batman. The chemistry between Bat and Cat is way too rushed. Ultimate, I'm not impressed. Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about, y'all. I'm like, what is this I'm looking at? And people trying to talk about how comic book accurate this is. There is nothing comic book accurate about this movie. But let's look at a little bit of this. Look at that.
Sorry. I wouldn't be bothering you here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable.
Why would Bruce Wayne be unavailable if he's already in the city? You know what I'm saying? Bruce knows that he has to keep up a persona. But look at this. This doesn't look like Bruce Wayne. It looks like Robert Patterson just trying to pretend to be somebody else. And that's my biggest beef with this entire movie is that how you supposed to get an actor that's supposed to embody Batman. I mean, a character, right? I'm supposed to believe that this is Bruce Wayne. This doesn't look like Bruce Wayne. Look at this, and like, look at that. That's not a Batmobile. I don't care what none of y'all saying. That's not a Batmobile to me. Look at his haircut. Bruce would never wear his hair like that at all. That is not a Bruce Wayne haircut. Y'all can miss me with all of that. That's not a Bruce Wayne's haircut. That's not what Bruce hair would look like. I don't care what none. Well, he's young and all. No, have y'all not seen Gotham? Even the little boy David who played young Bruce Wayne, his hair was on point all the time. Bruce Wayne doesn't have hair that looks like this. And then this Batman is supposed to be based off of Kurt Cobain. You mean the guy who killed himself from Nevada, who lost his battle to depression? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's base the Batman off of that bullshit.
Could be doing more for this city.
What is that?
History of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
You hear that? His family's doing philanthropy, and he's not doing anything. That's not Batman. That's not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne will continue his father's work because he knows how important philanthropy and charities are to the Wayne Foundation. Are you kidding me? He literally has a foundation called the Wayne Foundation that actually does a lot of charitable and philanthropy events. Like, are you kidding me? Even while he was gone, he made sure that that was a top priority thing done. Are y'all kidding me with this mess? Like, okay, let's see what you guys are saying right now. Emo Batman. If she wanted to see Bruce just dress sexy and go to one of his many parties, he does it to get attention from him. It's easier to meet Bruce if you're a woman. Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. Like, that was stupid. Yeah, let me meet you at a funeral. Robert Pattinson could make a good Riddler. Batman, hell no. Yeah, he doesn't look nowhere close to Batman. I don't care what none of y'all saying. Wait, was that the Batmobile? Yeah, Kobe. It was a Batmobile. That's what it was trying to be. Bruce Wayne in his late teens. No, he's supposed to be like early 30s or late 20s, I believe. Empathetic Queen. In public, Bruce has the party boy persona of joy and happiness to keep his attention away from him being Batman because a rich and happy dude wouldn't do that. Yeah, you're right. The Thomas Wayne Helping Center. Martha has the Martha Wayne Foundation. That's what I'm saying. All of it is consolidated under the Wayne Foundation. That's why it's weird that they were saying that he wasn't doing any philanthropy things. And I'm like, who? Which Batman? Because we're not talking about the same Batman here. Um, let's see. Isn't he also a little too thin to be playing the Batman? Yeah, he is. But all of those people who were trying to say, "Oh, but look, Robert Patterson, he did get in shape. He was just messing with y'all." No, the rumors are true. The rumors are true. He didn't work for shit. Let's continue. Come on, y'all. Y'all know darn well that's not a Batmobile. That's not a Batmobile. Look at this.
The Riddler.
Y'all, the Riddler? That ain't okay. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Let me see if I can pause it right quick.
The Riddler.
Does that look like the Riddler? He look in a trash bag. Riddler doesn't look like a trash bag. The Riddler is a sophisticated villain who is theatrical about everything. I don't know what they were possibly thinking right here. What is this? What is this? I'm sorry, that's not the Riddler. Y'all can kiss my ass with that. That ain't the Riddler. That's not the Riddler. That's not what the Riddler is. It's not what the Riddler looks like. But people want to be like, oh, this is comic book accurate. He looks like the Mole Man. Actually, that could work. That could work code. Let's see. Finn says Robert Pattinson refused to work out. They draw in his muscles. The boy ain't strong enough to be Batman in his 21s. Bruce was built like a mountain. He sure was. That looks like the green bastard from the Trailer Park Boys. The Bat Cat set in some universe of the 2019 Joker. No, Apathetic Queen. This Batman movie was a retool of Ben Affleck's Batman script that they had to rework and work it outside of the DCEU because it would have made no sense. To be honest, if it was me, when I'm looking at this trailer, I'm like, this would be a good standalone movie that wasn't Batman, like some kind of street level hero, or if they want to create a brand new original characters, this would have been perfect because this trailer sets up an original story more so than a Batman thing. But it just feels like they had to tie Batman stuff into it because notice how nobody looks like anything from Batman except for that terrible Robert Pattinson suit. And it's trash.
Asking for you.
The killer left this for the Batman. Why is he writing to you? Okay. I've been trying to reach you.
Riddler's dead.
I mean, the Riddler does leave riddles or whatever, but he's not psychopathic. And this is on that Jigsaw psychopathic. What's that darn thing called? What's that? The Zodiac Killer. Riddler shouldn't be based on the Zodiac Killer and Jigsaw, and this is exactly what it is. To be honest, my fan cast from Batman is either Ben Affleck, David Goles, Islet Baleen, Daniel Guys, Jensen Ackles. You know, Free Fire Pro. I want Jensen Ackles to be Jason Todd. I really do. I wanted a movie where Ben Affleck's Batman face off with Jensen Ackles, Red Hood. Like that is money. That is money. Just like, to be honest, y'all, would y'all really prefer this movie over Ben Affleck versus Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke in Arkham Asylum? Like, which movie sounds better, this trash or that one? To be honest, when I read a little bit of that script, I'm like, wait, y'all gave up that for this shit? What the hell does Batman carry in a freaking smartphone? Well, no, that smartphone's not Batman's carrying it. It's what the Riddler left behind for him to look at. Even though the Riddler wouldn't use a phone, but okay.
It's all about the Waynes. If we don't
Look at that. Let's go back.
Waynes.
Where did he work out at? Where did he work out at? Now look at this again. Where did he work out at? Where did he work out? Because y'all swear he was working out. Hold on, let me get back to the scene.
I've been trying to reach you.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes.
Where did he work out at? I'm waiting. Where did Robert Pattinson work out at? Robert Pattinson looks like he probably maybe put on 10 pounds of muscle. Maybe. That's about it. The Batman acts too much violence. Bruce doesn't fight this way, which odd of killing his enemies. Yeah. What about the guy who voiced Batman in The Soul of the Dragon? He was the main character in the show. Grimm, I think he can do Batman. That could work. That can definitely work. I mean, either way, I think we need a DCEU Batman, and if we need somebody that can look like Ben Affleck, that can pull off a youthful version of Ben Affleck's Batman, then. And no, I don't want to see Michael Keaton as the DCEU Batman. I'm sorry. Like, they're talking about he's showing up in Batgirl. For what? I'm so sick of Michael Keaton Batman. Like, no offense, it's 20 years too late. If y'all want to do more Batman stuff, y'all should have did that when we wanted Batman 3. But no, y'all didn't. And now y'all want to bring him back, but y'all don't want to bring him back in the smart way. Y'all want to bring him back in this dumb way. Again, with the Flash movie, the original premise was he was supposed to be working with the Flashpoint Batman, but instead they got rid of that and brought in Michael Keaton's Batman instead. Now they're going to do a Batgirl movie and they're going to bring in the Michael Keaton's Batman again. What are you guys doing? Do you hate money? Because again, Jeffrey Dean Morgan Flashpoint Batman working with the Flash in a multiverse storyline makes way more sense than, hey, you remember Tim Burton's Batman? Yeah. What if we bring him back again? Why? For what reason? For what reason? You know, it's just a little too late for that, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to imagine they're going to kill off Batman in the Batman universe by Kurt Cobain on him in the ending, while Jason can be a cameo as Emo Robin. No, because I think they signed Robert Pattinson for a multi-deal. So we're supposed to be getting like solo Batman. We're supposed to be getting like a solo Batman franchise outside of the DCEU that Matt Reeves can work on. The Riddler is more of a egotistical small guy who likes to challenge Batman because he feels Batman is more mentally superior. He isn't the Zodiac Killer. Well, I wish you tell somebody that, Free Fire Pro, because they got this man like the Zodiac Killer, and I'm confused. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let's see.
If we don't stand.
Who this? That's not Selena Kyle. Why would Selena Kyle even care about what the Riddler's doing? Because if it's early years Catwoman don't give a damn what's happening to the city. So why would she be telling Batman information about what the Riddler's doing to the Wayne's family? Get out of here.
No one will.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
Didn't look like Selena at all. Selena, okay, all right.
The bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring.
You a friend of yours?
What is that costume she got on? What is this costume? Demi Lovato, Catwoman. Oh Lord.
I'm not so sure.
I'm just here to unmask the truth about.
I mean, again, you see all of these elements here in this trailer. This looks like it could be a good standalone movie, but take out all the Batman stuff, and this movie could work. Take out Batman, don't rename all the characters something original, and don't tie it to Gotham City, don't tie it to the Waynes, don't tie it to anything Batman or anything DC, and this could be a good original movie because that's what it looks like. I prefer it being something original than it being tied to Batman because it doesn't feel like a Batman movie. Or am I the only one? Because I think it doesn't look like it should be a Batman movie. I think the potential for this movie is there, but as a standalone movie that's not connected to anything DC related, or if you want to do something DC related, you do something that's not Batman related. There are other street heroes that you can do. Use them instead. I would prefer that. Selena Kyle is a thief. She doesn't give a shit about other people. Granted, she will have empathy to some, but no, she only looks out for herself. Yeah, and this is supposed to be early years Selena Kyle. That's why I'm confused. Like, what's happening here? We can all agree that Robert Pattinson has the worst Batman costume. Yes, Free Fire Pro, and people trying to say that this is comic book accurate. Accurate to what? It's the least accurate costume I've ever seen, to be honest. They might rush the romance between Batman and Catwoman. Well, remember, Cole, we're supposed to be already in a world where Batman's been out for a while. So with Catwoman, apparently they've already crossed each other's path before we got to this whole entire thing. So yeah.
This cesspool we call a city. You're part of this too.
How am I part of this?
Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you were. Gross.
See, why does he even know that Batman is Bruce Wayne? That is so stupid. I'm getting real tired of this whole thing where everybody needs to know that the hero is this secret identity. That's not realistic. Can we stop right now? Riddle me this. What is it that no one wants to have, but no one wants to lose either? Sounds familiar. Riddle me this. I feel like I heard that riddle before from the Riddler. You're gonna make me have to goddamn think. I don't like thinking. Well, I mean, I do like to think, but it sounds familiar. Let's see. I would have to say bald. I think the answer is bald. I'm not for sure, but I think it's bald. Or a good Batman movie. The Batman movie become The Last of Us Part 2 with emo substance and add hot topics. Yeah, something like that. Man, I remember back in the day when a villain finds out your secret identity, it was such a big deal. Even when I first played Arkham City, I'm like, hold up, Hugo Strange knows the identity. It shocked me. Nowadays, they just giving these identities out like bargain brands. You're not the only one that's not excited about Robert Pattinson's Batman. He seemed edgy. Don't get me Batman could be don't get me wrong, Batman could be edgy as at sometimes, but isn't it like all the damn time? Jesus, has anybody ever read a comic or watched Batman the animated series? No, no one has apparently, because people are trying to say that this is going to be the most accurate Batman we've ever seen. I'm like, okay, okay, whatever crack you smoking.
Wait.
Look at this. Hold on, y'all. Let's go back to this.
Wait.
What is that? What is that? That is Batman's suit should not have been able to hold that much firepower. I don't care what none of y'all say. That is not Batman. That's not Batman. I don't understand what people not understanding about this. This doesn't make logical sense. This doesn't make the sense God gave. And I'm so annoyed with the changes that they make with this whole, with the Batman bat suit or whatever. Batman should not ever be able to walk into firepower like that and just continue to walk. No, that stuff. Don't get me wrong. He does have deflections in the chest piece, but it still should have blowed him back. And he walking up to him like he's the Terminator. No, I don't. You can miss me with that. Y'all can miss me with that.
All these years, you lied to me, Alfred. We all have our scars, Bruce.
He's still away.
He's involved in this.
No, he's not involved.
How do you know? He's a vigilante.
Who are you under there?
I mean, again, if this wasn't Batman, I think this could work. If they remove all the Batman related anything and rewrite this movie, oh man, this could definitely be a solid movie without relying on Batman.
What are you hiding?
Selena, don't throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey.
Did you see that? Did y'all see that? Look at it. Hold on.
Don't worry, honey.
Look at that. Look at that. That is supposed to be Catwoman's costume. What is that? Because apparently I think people forgot what a Catwoman costume looked like. Because people were like, oh my God, look at how accurate this Catwoman's costume is. Where? Hello? Hello? Did I miss my... maybe I need to put my contacts in. I don't even wear contacts. But apparently I can't see because where? Oh, Lord. The answer is lawsuit. The girl dies, Batman. The Batman would have snuck behind those dudes or used smoke pellets to cover his track. He's about stealth. He wouldn't go straight ahead to bullets shooting at him. I know. That's what's so... there's no Batman, no killing list. Why the hell is Batman using bulletproof armor suit? Batman fights with stealth and intelligent. He doesn't use an Iron Man suit, and a normal suit is way cooler than armor. Yeah, but this is what they want to do, guys. This is what they want, you know? In the comics, Bruce used a normal non-bulletproof suit when he got shot. He got up to beat the crap out of 12 people. Hell, that's why he's trained to be faster than bullets. Damar says, LOL. Looks like cheap cosplay. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's cheap cosplay, so that way people can easily cosplay and be like, "Look, I'm Catwoman." Yeah, you little lazy bum. You couldn't get a real Catwoman costume? Okay, sure. Doesn't Batman use stealth as a weapon? Isn't that's why he disappears while people are talking? Why he wouldn't willingly walk into gunfire when he could get injured? Of all the Batman family uses stealth. Yeah, Free Fire Pro, but again. This is what happens when you don't know the source material, and then you swear you know the source material, and you're only doing it because it makes a sick shot in the trailer. Batman movies become a version of Cowboy Bebop theme with hot topic accurate Batman. I want to go that far, apathetic queen. I want to go that far. Is that a strong woman? Yes, that is a strong woman. How did you know? How did you know that was a strong woman?
I got 9 of them.
I mean, didn't look nothing like a Catwoman, but okay. Because Catwoman wouldn't have jumped off that building. Let's go back. And so you can see how she jumped off that building. That's not how Catwoman would have jumped.
I got 9 of them.
What was that? Catwoman is graceful. She would have never jumped like that, but okay.
It can be cruel, poetic,
What?
or blind.
What is that supposed to be?
It can be cruel.
What is that supposed to be? Is it Riddler or Jigsaw? Who the hell is this? What is this? This is not the Riddler. if y'all wanted to do Batman versus Jigsaw, you could have did it. You could have did it. But to make the Riddler the Zodiac killer Jigsaw person, this, oh my God, this isn't a Batman movie at all. This is some bullshit. Let's see. Catwoman uses a latex suit. Well, that ain't latex. That's literally a motorcycle suit with a ski mask on.
Poetic or blind, but when it's denied, it's through violence you may find
Justice. The answer's justice.
Come on, vengeance. Let's get into some trouble.
Oh Lord, they're gonna be undercover. They're gonna be undercover fighting. Oh Jesus. See, this just made the show good shots. Ooh, Batman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was a trailer. Wasn't that amazing? It's Bane from The Dark Knight. Where is Clean Riddler? I don't know, Andreas. They decided like, hey, this isn't a Bruce Wayne. I mean, this is the Riddler we want. So let's look at what the Riddler really looks like, because I think people forgot what the Riddler is supposed to look like. Because oh my God. Okay. All right, let's do comics, because they keep pulling up what he looks like in the movies, and I'm just like, no, that's not the Riddler. Okay, so let's pull up what the Riddler looks like, because I think people need to look at what the Riddler actually looks like. Okay, so here's what the Riddler looks like. Interesting how we don't get nothing close to what that looks like at all. They just went lazy with these suits. Yeah, Finn, they definitely with you think. I just noticed Catwoman's helmet. You could barely notice her ears on the helmet. If you didn't know that this was Catwoman, I thought her name would have been Rat Woman or something. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even, they didn't even try with Catwoman's suit. Like, she's literally wearing a motorcycle jacket and leather pants and literally a ski mask with the ears supposed to be pointed out. Apathetic Queen, what you're seeing on screen right now is what the Riddler looks like. Like, okay. And let's see what Catwoman's supposed to look like, because apparently you guys don't know what Catwoman looks like neither. Catwoman. Let's see, which Catwoman do we want to do with? Because apparently it's so hard to do a Catwoman suit. Oh my God, it's so hard to do a Catwoman suit. Like, matter of fact, let's just go with the most obvious one, like one of the most iconic ones, if we want to do a Catwoman suit. Okay, let's share screen, and okay, now y'all tell me how hard was it to do this costume? How hard is it to do this costume? It's not. We got the ears, we got the goggles. Oh, look, she's white, and the gloves with the claws. Like, how hard is that to do? And the whip, how hard is that to do with the little slit to show? But no, we get whatever the hell they want to give us and call it a day. Let's see, thoughts on Gotham Riddler. I think we just had that discussion, Andreas. It looks trashy. It looks trashy. That's what it looks like. It looks like a paper. It looked like a green trash bag on the person, whoever's playing Riddler, and they're trying to do like some Zodiac killer nonsense with Jigsaw and call it a day. Like, come on now. It doesn't make any sense. The Catwoman from Tim Burton's movies were pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty good, but it's just like, okay, if you're not going to go with that costume, what's wrong with this most simplistic costume? Like, this isn't hard to do. How do you not do a good Catwoman costume? How did you get that lazy? I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know, people always want to try to pretend like, oh, I don't understand like why people reject it or anything, but it's just like, you know why people reject it. Y'all do dumb stuff. Like, how hard is it to do a Catwoman costume? It's really not. It's really not. But no, we gotta make it hard. Oh, well, he said Gotham. Oh, okay. So the Riddler from the Gotham series, he's more the Riddler. I'm sorry, Andreas. I thought we were talking about the movie still. The TV show is actually pretty interesting, and he's more Riddler. Like the Riddler is supposed to be this like this egotistical guy kind of guy, you know what I mean? And he's not like this extreme killer, and he's like very calculate when it comes to kind of things. And I think that the Gotham series did him very well. At first I didn't really like him, but then he grew on me because they kind of made him this awkward person or whatever. But then over time he started becoming the Riddler that I know, and I'm like, okay, cool, this is better. Hey Faith, how's it going? In the Batman, Riddler sound like Bane from the Dark Knight. I think it's because he has like some kind of mouthpiece on. I believe that's what it is. I believe that's why, but it is what it is. Have any of you guys seen the Spider-Man movie? I mean, it's been out for almost 2 weeks, and it already made $1 billion. Thank goodness. And guess what? It did it without China's help. So yeah, good versions of Riddlers are Batman the Animated Series and the Arkham series. Yeah. Hey Cryptic, how's it going? I've It made $1 billion at the box office, and I am so happy it did it without China, and I hope that this is something that Hollywood could learn from. The Riddler lets his traps kill folks. He does. And he always have a way to you can get out of his riddles if you are able to solve them. If you're not able to solve them, of course you die, but not nothing crazy like what Jigsaw be doing. And apparently they were like, oh, you guys remember the Zodiac Killer? Yeah. You remember Jigsaw? Yeah. Well, guess what? What? The Riddler's gonna be both of them together. Yay? I guess. Does anybody remember when Gotham tried to ship the Penguin and with the Riddler? You mean weirdos who were watching the series? Yeah, weirdos, cryptic, weirdos. Oh Lord have mercy. I mean, what the hell? Oh God. Oh, and did you guys hear about how the Matrix failed? And apparently it's the fans' fault, and it's COVID's fault, and it's Christmas' fault for the reason why the movie failed. And it's just like, no, the movie just wasn't good. The movie just wasn't good. I'm sorry. I don't care what none of y'all say. Apparently the movie wasn't good. I didn't watch it because I don't care. I didn't really like the second and third Matrix movie, but it is what it is. People like what they like, and I'm glad people enjoy the Matrix franchise. But I don't think they should have did anything more with the franchise, and bringing it back and then getting mad that it failed at the box office. You can't get mad at that. You can't get mad that people don't like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shame because it had Kiana. I mean, yeah, it might have Kiana, but hell, it didn't have a good script behind it. So, a good script, it doesn't matter what actor you got. If the script is weak, the script is weak. And I haven't watched the Witcher season 2 yet, so I don't know. I'm going to just tell people I'm a normie when it comes to The Witcher, so I enjoy it, but I know that there's probably not accurate to the book series, but I'm not going to tell anybody who says, oh, they're so inaccurate. I'm going to have to take your word for it because I don't know anything about it. But I remember I was on Henry Cavill's little feed when he was doing a little thing and he was talking about it. And I was like, okay, great. I let you have The Witcher. Now get your ass back up in a Superman suit. Let's go. Let's go. I let you have 2 seasons of The Witcher. Now it's time for me to have 2 movies with you as Superman. Let's go. Stop playing with my feelings. Oh God. Let's see. I didn't watch it. I knew it wasn't going to be good. To me, there was no reason to make another one. Yeah, it really wasn't. The way the third movie ended, it was just like, okay, cool. Matrix Resurrection sucked. I heard. I can't wait to compare Gotham's Riddler and Penguin with Robert Pattinson's versions of them. Oh Lord. I wasn't going to see the Matrix movie. I knew it was going to be trash. Tress or Yafera. You hold on, Andreas. I don't know nobody's name. I was just watching the show. I don't know nothing. The only person I know is Henry Cavill's character. That's all I cared about when I was watching The Witcher, when he was kicking people's asses. Other than that, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. This was like a cool fantasy show. But I don't know. I don't know much about it. So again, you guys probably know more about it. You guys are probably going to say, oh God, it sucked. And I'm going to be like, okay, it might suck. It probably did suck to you, but I enjoyed what I saw because I don't know anything about the franchise. But I'm never going to tell you guys are wrong for not liking it because I understand. I understand it's a video game series and a book series at the same time. So I'm not familiar with neither sides of it. So I can't talk and say, well, it's better than what I thought it was going to be because I don't know anything about it. All I know is Henry Cavill was killing monsters, and I was like, sign me up. That's it. but if it's inaccurate to what the show is, I mean to what the video games and the movies is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Henry Cavill was dragged into it. You know, Matrix Resurrection was non-binary philosophy. I have no idea about that. Apathetic Queen. I hope not. The Netflix Witcher is shit. They fucked up Ezekiel, one of the best Witchers of them all. I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it. You haven't played The Witcher 3? No, I have not, Andreas, because I never really cared about the Witcher series. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and be like, yeah, I thought this was amazing. No, the only reason why I was interested in it because I heard Henry Cavill was going to be there. I'm a Henry Cavill fan, so I'm showing up to anything he does. Like, have you seen any animated movies? The recent animated movie that I saw was probably Batman: The Long Halloween, Part 1 and Part 2. Which, if you want a Batman movie, instead of that Robert Pattinson one, watch that and watch Batman Year One. I believe that was the recent animated movie that I saw because everything else wasn't animated except for the anime series that I've been watching, but those aren't movies. Restore the Snyderverse. Hell yeah. Witchers is set in 1200s Polish fantasy universe created by white Polish people. I did notice there was too many racists there, but I was just like, maybe in the fantasy world, that's what it is because it is a fantasy world. So I don't know what it was based off of. So I couldn't tell you, but I did notice. I was like, man, it's a lot of multiracial people up in here that it really shouldn't be. But again, I was just like, well, I don't know because I'm not familiar with it, but I guess so, but I still think it's weird that it's that many people of color in this area. But this might be what the fantasy world is based off of. A Henry Cavill fan, like a certain Star Wars girl. Yeah, I am, but I'm not about to burst my ovaries like she does. She be about to die, and I love when she gets crazy about Henry Cavill. I be like, it's hilarious watching her literally about to nut on camera for Henry Cavill. Like, I'd be like, girl, you was a thirst trap. why the fuck are there black people in 1200s Polish universe in another dimension said difference from ours? Fan, I couldn't tell you because again, I assumed that the it was written that way. So if it's not written that way, I am sorry. um, have you seen Batman Long Halloween movie? Yeah, I did see it. I thought it was really cool. I was mad that they changed the Catwoman's costume, but I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. Thoughts on Superman Man of Tomorrow movie? It was decent. It could have been better. It could have been better. Hopefully we get another Superman movie that can really show off Superman and Martian Manhunter. But I do enjoy the new art style because don't get me wrong, I'm telling you, I told Phil Barossa, I was like, man, I'm so sick of seeing your work in these animated movies because it feels so dry or whatever. And he got offended, but I'm just like, because because your work is also used on Young Justice. It doesn't make sense that they use your art style for the movies, for the animated movies, but they're not in the same universe as Young Justice. It doesn't make logical sense because it's brand confusion, to be honest. It's a fantasy, but it's based on the concept in old 1100 Poland. Numerous people travel to another dimension and examine the population to begin stealing it. It's not written that way. The first Long Halloween movie was good, but the second one is where it began to fall short. Well, I mean, if you really think about it, fan, that's where the story itself started to begin to fall short. So, I mean, it's kind of pretty accurate on what it was doing. And it was the first time I ever got the feeling of seeing the real Poison Ivy. I love seeing the real Poison Ivy again because we haven't seen the real Poison Ivy in such a long time at all. You know what I mean? Witcher had Romanians and white people with elves and monsters in the fantasy world. Okay. DC needs more non-Batman movies. They do. They need to do some more Wonder Woman movies too. Shit. That baby need Jesus. Like I told y'all before when I did my video why Wonder Woman is a failure. Well, yeah, she's a straight up failure of a character, and she shouldn't be, but she is, you know? And it sucks, but it is what it is. I was thinking how to fix the Birds of Prey movie. Have Barb's as Oracle, Diana and Huntress. The movie would be about them stopping Santo Camistra, Huntress' father, while learning to work together. That could work. Asian Poison Ivy. Oh my God, CW's Black Woman. Yeah, I know. You already saw my reaction to that one. That was aggravating, to be honest. But it is what it is with that one. It definitely is what it is. Let's see. Any other crazy things that happened? That happened. That it was it something else I meant to say? I know there was something else I wanted to say, and I completely forgot. I know some people are going to be like, "Oh my God, this Batman trailer is awesome," and if you hate on it, you're just a hater or whatever. But I don't care. Oh, excuse me. Um, they they talked about the new Robin issue from Batman Urban Legends, where he kind of sort of talked about dating Bernard, which doesn't make any sense because I thought we were actually going to see them try to work it out, just for Tim to realize that he wasn't into Bernard like he thought he was and move on. But it is what it is. I really wish they stopped with this bisexuality nonsense with Tim Drake. To be honest, I really wish DC and Marvel stopped with this LGBT nonsense that's going on because it's getting out of hand. Like, damn, every week it's a new character coming out the closet, or it's a new focus on a new LGBT character, or a character that's never been LGBT is LGBT because reasons, and I'm just getting kind of over it. I am over it. I am definitely over it. I think I had my feel of it. It's not fun anymore. It like yeah, you can make fun of it, but uh just you know. it's whatever. To be honest, it is definitely whatever. I say, hey, you guys do what you do when it comes to this, but I'm over it. They only have one Flash animated movie. Yeah, when they combined it to make it a Justice Society story in the new continuity one. Good afternoon, all. When do you get a chance to read Jupiter's Legacy? It's a prequel to Jupiter's Circle, and it's a sequel to Requiem. I'm curious to hear your honest feedback. Dominic, I ain't even really thought about Jupiter's Legacy, reading Jupiter's Legacy or any of that stuff. It's not because I'm against it. It's just that I just never really thought about it on my reading list. I have so many books I'm reading. Oh God, I'm still struggling through Wonder Woman Historia because holy crap, that book is garbage. I am trying to get through it so I can Finn, I already know they race swap Iris. Or did you not see my drawing that I did about fixing her ass? What about China and Hollywood? I think it's a toxic relationship that Hollywood needs to get out of. Like, why are we making changes for them? They're not making changes for us, so why should we make changes for them? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Hey, let's make changes for a country that hates us. Oh, okay. let's change everything about what we love to please them, but they want to do the same for us. Oh, okay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I would love for Wally to be Flash in any form, animation, live action, but no, they keep giving us knockoff Wally West, Barry Allen bitch ass. Jesus, I know, right? I know, Free Fire Pro. He acts nothing like Barry Allen. That'd be the thing that bothers me. I'm like, at least let him act like Barry Allen. He don't even act like Barry Allen. He acts like Wally West. So I'm just like, okay, so kick Barry and Iris ass out and put Wally in God dang it, what's her goddamn name? Linda back in there. Jupiter Legacy is cool, but Requiem is a huge ocean. I feel like there is jumping all this stuff with no action. Well, again, I have to sit down and watch and read them. Which even though I've been on my break, Lord have mercy, I ain't did no reading. During my break. Oh God. Why do they keep race swapping Iris, Amber, and Mark from Invincible? So annoying. Diversity and inclusion. I don't know why y'all keep asking these dumbass questions. Y'all already know the answer. Diversity and inclusion. Like, it's the same reason. Like, why you guys keep making characters LGBT? Diversity and inclusion. That is always your answer to the thing. Like, hello. Excuse me. Oh man. Like, alrighty then. Was there something else I needed to tell you guys? Because I only came on here for like oh wait. Did you guys hear about the news article from Screen Rant was trying to say that how us Americans don't understand that manga's always been political, and I'm just like, no shit, Sherlock, we already knew that. You just now getting the memo to the party. Like, we already knew that because they're trying to justify the stupidity of mainstream comic books, and it's just like, okay, that's fine, that's all fine and dandy, but we already knew about diversity and inclusion and politics in manga. There's a lot of shows in manga, anime and manga that focus on politics, but they do it in such a surreal way, and it's never to preach at us or to make us feel bad about who we vote for, who we support, or whatever. And I can tell you one thing they want to do. They want to bring back a show after 20 years or manga after 20 years and be like, hey, you remember that character that was straight in the manga, in the original series? Yeah, we're going to make them LGBT, or we're going to race swap them. Why? And that's the stuff that makes it why it fails, Excuse me. That's why this stuff fails all the time, because of nonsense like that. We got to stop with the whole, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this is happening. You know why. You know why people are walking away from this stuff. It sucks. The work sucks. Just plain and simple. It sucks ass. When people say no politics, they mean no obvious preachy forced politics. Have it as a theme, not what people hate. It's bad storytelling. Yeah, it's just like they forgot what made the politics in certain comic books work. Now they want to just change everything about it. It's just like it's almost like they want to change the X-Men into this notion of LGBT thing about where like there are the LGBT community is oppressed. So we gotta show them how not oppressed they are. Look, see some of your most famous most of your favorite X-Men characters are now LGBT. Doesn't that make you like them more? No, it makes me reject them more. I don't know what the hell did you think was gonna happen. I mean, they keep race swapping genders to black people, and ginger sound close to a racial slur just to rearrange the letters of ginger, or that's just me reading deep into it. Well, Free Fire Pro, they swear up and down, and they're not doing it. They were like, "Oh, you guys are just making up stuff. We're not race swapping redheaded people." And I'm like, "Okay, here's a whole list of redheads that you done changed to black. One is okay. Two, all right. Three, okay. 20 of them, it's not a coincidence anymore. It's not a coincidence anymore. You're doing it on purpose. And it's not funny anymore. Manga was at least entertaining. Manga had Yaoi and Yuri and no one cared. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let people have the Yaoi, the Yuri, the lolicons, the lollipop. Y'all, look, not everything is for me in manga, but if it works for you, it works for you. But you couldn't tell a lot of those stories that manga is telling. Like, really, what comic in DC and Marvel is focused on volleyball, or what comic book is focused on demons in there? You know what I mean? We barely have that because, oh, it can't be R-rated and it can't be PG-13, all that nonsense, and we can't show the gore and the blood fest. And just like, for who? For who? It's a comic book. Get over yourself. Stop trying to write for kids. That's the problem. They keep trying to focus on writing for kids instead of just writing for a broader audience. That's why these books don't go nowhere, because you're trying to find books for kids. Like, the kids already got comic books for them. Okay, cool. So why is DC and Marvel still trying to make all of their stories focus on little kids at first? Like, it doesn't make logical sense. I don't know. It's crazy. When it comes to manga, I wouldn't say they're woke. I'd say they are more into doing no obvious preaching forcing, unlike the Western media, who is just bad at storytelling, which is kind of crazy. I'm just like, y'all didn't used to be like this. Like, remember, we used to tell amazing stories, and it's just like once we got to the 2000s, like late 2000s, we just gave up on storytelling. And it just becomes stale and boring because you can't do anything without offending somebody. You can't do this because this wouldn't fly. You got to put so much restriction into everything that it's not creative anymore. And with manga and anime, it's just like, okay, the story can be as silly as whimsical or whatever, but can it sell? If it can sell, go for it. Who cares what you do, as long as you can make it sellable, you know? Lectures on late stage capitalism from tanky writers who think the night manager at 7-Eleven is funny, dumbasses. Unlike X-Men Green Massacre, I don't even know what the hell they were thinking. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, and they thought that was a good idea. They were like, "Yeah, this makes sense." I'm like, "No, no, no. This doesn't make the sense God gave." But okay. person just really try to do something with the whole. Oh, I was looking at this little. It was this post, right? And they were showing comic book accurate versions of characters, and they were showing the women, right? And then they showed Iris West, and then they show Iris in the comic books, Iris on TV, and she's black, right? And I'm like, notice how all of the characters that they selected were comic book accurate to what they look like in the comic books. And then you get Iris, and then one person was like, "Well, Felicia is Jew, so that's something." No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? She's still white. Felicity is white in the comic books and white in the show. Iris is white in the comic books, black on the show. You make that make sense. Yeah, I'm not really into Yaoi or Yuri, but everyone has their preferences. I read a manga about abusive, manipulative mom, and you see how that affect him. It's called Chi no Wachi. Okay. All right. This was fun, but I gotta bounce. Peace, Trey. Peace, my people. See you later, Finn. Cowboy Bebop is political? No, not really. It had political moments, but yeah. Um, it had political moments, but it wasn't a political show. It was a cowboy space drama. That's literally what Cowboy Bebop was. Like, it was on a philosophical level of storytelling that you don't get that often anymore. Sad to say, but it is what it is. To be honest, it is what it is, and what it is what it ain't. Oh God. Like, I don't know how you was gonna compare that, but okay. Let's see. Oh, another thing that got me too, guys. Before I head out, it was this guy. He was doing a drawing of Supergirl, right? And he had drew the Linda Danvers Supergirl, and I said, "Oh, nice, Linda Danvers Supergirl." And he was like, "No, it's Supergirl from the animated series." Yeah, but it's based off of Linda Danvers Supergirl. And then he went into this spiel about, well, I don't really like Linda Danvers, so it's not Linda Danvers, it's Kara Kent Supergirl. And I'm like, but it's still based off of the Linda Danvers Supergirl look. And that is what Linda Danvers Supergirl wears. So therefore, it's still Linda Danvers Supergirl. And he was like, I draw this for me and not for anybody else. And I'm like, okay, and but that still doesn't stop the fact that the character is officially called Linda Danvers, and that's what Linda Danvers Supergirl wear. I already know about the animated series. The animated series is based a little bit off of Kara Zor-El and a little bit off of Linda Danvers because they weren't allowed to really use Kara Zor-El. She isn't even called Kara Zor-El. She's called Kara Zalarga or something like that. And I'm like, it's still Linda Danvers Supergirl. You're not even drawing it in the animated style. You're drawing it in your style. Therefore, when people see it, they're going to say Linda Danvers Supergirl because Kara Zor-El has already been out long enough for what people know what Kara looks like. That's not what Kara looks like. That's what Linda Danvers Supergirl is. And trying to argue me down about it. And I'm like, okay, a snake is still a snake, but I'm looking at it and it's still Linda Danvers. I'm a comic book reader. How are you going to try to correct me about it? That's my problem with a lot of these people who don't read these comic books. They always try to correct people who do read comic books, and it's just like, no. You don't comment on it. You just say thank you and move on. Shut the hell up and listen to a person who actually read the comic books and stop trying to correct them about these characters when you don't even read the comic book. You just said you don't care about Linda Danvers Supergirl. Okay then, so shut the hell up. Don't try to tell me that's not what the character is. That is what the character is because it is based off of Linda Danvers Supergirl. You're not drawing the Bruce Timm Supergirl. You're drawing Linda Danvers Supergirl. If you wanted to draw the animated series, you should have drew it in the animated series style. Therefore, what I'm seeing is Linda Danvers Supergirl in the conversation. I was like, why are you trying to argue me down when you clearly don't read the comic books? This is why it's important for you guys to read these comic books. Well, I don't really like the comic books. Okay, so that's on you. That's a you problem. But don't try to correct somebody who does read the comic books, who know the history of these characters, and you try to correct them. That doesn't make logical sense. I never quite understood when somebody who don't read the comic books at all try to correct the person who does read the comic books. You make that make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let's see. Yeah, just rearrange ginger, and it says a radical slur for black people. Maybe Hollywood is trying to tell us something. Probably Free Fire Pro. I don't know. It is what it is, to be honest. I know I kind of ranted a little bit about the Linda Danvers Supergirl, but it's just like she deserves some respect. That is the Supergirl that was wearing that costume at the time. So, I don't know why people be like, oh, it's Kara. Well, no, it's not Kara because that's not Kara Kent. And that's why I always tell people it's important to read these books and understand. So when people do come with facts, you don't get defensive. I don't understand why people get defensive when somebody who read the books correct them about stuff. Like you guys see, I didn't get offended when you guys were correcting me about the Witcher series because I don't know anything about the Witcher series. So I can't say anything and be like, well, technically in the show, the blase. I can't say that because I don't know much about The Witcher. Just like he didn't know much about Linda Danvers. If you don't know anything about the characters, shut up when somebody's just telling you what the character is based on or whatever. Stop trying to tell people who actually are reading these characters that they're wrong for saying certain things. You know what I'm saying? Say it again. Say it again, apathetic queen, and I am going to ignore you. Don't ask again. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, why are we like this? Especially, I always find it funny when it comes to books. People are allowed to correct people about books, and if the books are adapted wrong, people are allowed to say, or in certain books, if they are adapted incorrectly, people are allowed to talk about it. But when it comes to like comic books and certain franchises, they get mad when people like me correct them about it. And it's just like, but in the comic books, this is what the character is. This is what the character looks like. This is the costume that they wear. This is what they did in their story arc that you're basing the story off of. Why can't you not be correct to that? But when it comes to a certain book series, you're correct to that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I really don't get it, and I really don't understand. You know, yeah, there's like 3 or 2.5 Supergirls. Linda Danvers, who fused with Matrix, an alien glob. Kara Kent, that's the only one I know. There could be more. Yeah, there is Power Girl, of course. They do consider her Supergirl. Um Tanya Spears, the second Power Girl. Sorrel, the alternate reality daughter of Superman and Lois from the future Smithsonian um timeline. That was another Supergirl. That was a weird one. Post no Pre-crisis Supergirl also was in the timeline as well. So that was weird when like you had regular Supergirl and then post thingy, like, ugh. No, Linda Danvers was never the sister or cousin of Superman. She was just a regular normal girl who was dying, and Matrix Supergirl was flying over the city at the time that she was there, and she was trying to use her powers to heal Linda Danvers, but accidentally fused with her, and then they became Earthborn Angel Supergirl. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. And but yeah, I mean, Supergirl has an interesting kind of origin as well, but it's kind of one of those things like there's multiple Supergirls, but it's like if you don't know multiple Supergirls and I'm telling you, hey, that is that Supergirl, it's kind of like one of those shut the hell up and stop trying to tell me you clearly don't read the book. I'm trying to tell you this is what that Supergirl is based on. Don't try to tell me no, it's not. It's Kara Kent. Yeah, no, it's not though. you know, Kara Zor-El is the cousin of Superman. Power Girl is the alternate reality version of Kara. Tanya Spears is just a black girl who was around Power Girl, and her power and some Power Girl's powers got siphoned into Tanya Spears. Sorrel is an alternate reality daughter of Superman and Lois Lane from the future Smith timeline. Matrix is a protoplasma glob who modeled herself off of Superman and called herself Supergirl. She's the adoptive sister of Superman, because when she came to the regular Earth, the kids adopted her, and she became the official sister of Superman, Clark Kent. Then you have pre-crisis Supergirl, who came for a bit, and they had to send her back because in the timeline she has to die. And that's when Linda Danvers actually stayed in that time, where she fell in love with pre-crisis Superman, and they had a daughter together. But because Supergirl was destined to die, Linda had to go back to our Earth to convince pre-crisis Supergirl that she has to die, and Linda had to give up her daughter and her husband and erase their memories of her. But her daughter is still in the multiverse somewhere, surfing along the skies. That's a Supergirl that has a lot of power as well. So it's kind of crazy. No. This reminds me of the argument with someone claiming Starfire being black without listing any comics to prove that point, as if I'm supposed to take their word based on nothing. I know, right? It's so crazy. Yeah, probably with me and anime, while people who don't read the manga like to come up to me and tell me the show sucks when they didn't even watch or read on the manga. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. It's just like, I'm trying to tell you this is what it is, and you're trying to correct me about it, but you don't even read the books or watch the stuff. But yet you want to tell me that I'm wrong for telling you about this character's history and origins, and then you clearly just said I don't care. Okay, if you don't care, shut the hell up, then. Don't try to correct somebody who actually read the stuff. If I read the stuff and I know what I'm talking about, why are you coming over here trying to correct me about it, then? It makes no kind of sense. It makes no logical sense at all. And I never quite understood that. Because Starfire is an alien. She's not black. I don't know why they think black people represent aliens. They do that all the time. Anytime there's a black person, anytime there's a black person, they be like, "Oh yeah, I mean an alien. Let's make them black. let's make them black." That doesn't even make the damn sense God gave. Do we look alien to y'all? Do I look like an alien? Because if I was, you'll know. You'll definitely know that for sure. I can definitely tell you that. It's crazy. But I actually would like to see Matrix Supergirl and Linda Danvers come back though to the main continuity. Just like they don't have to be called Supergirl or anything. I mean, well, Matrix, technically her code name is Matrix, so you kind of already got that. And Linda Danvers can be called Earthborn Angel. Technically, it's one of those kind of things that would be really cool, because it was kind of interesting to kind of see how they made those two Supergirls work, and then when they made them merge together to become Earthborn Angel, that was really crazy. And then when they separate them, and then she wasn't able to do all of the stuff anymore, and Linda Danvers had to like be Supergirl without having all of that cosmic power. That was really interesting too to see. I don't know why they think we're aliens. That's really racist. I know, Free Fire Pro, but it's crazy. Think about it. Every time they do aliens, what are aliens? Human forms, black people. You be like, you be like, what the hell? Mm. Or she is from a planet where their original skin color is orange. That's it. There's nothing more to go into it, Apathetic Queen. I don't know why you even made that statement. It's basically she comes from a planet where they're orange. That's it. Orange with green eyes and red hair. That's basically it. Like, I love Linda Danvers Fire Wings powers. It was icon. Yeah, I love when her and Matrix combined and they became Earthborn Angel, and then it started getting into the Christian mystical magical side of things. Like, that was really cool. Like, people always want to talk about that they didn't know how to make Supergirl work. Trust me, go back and read early 90s Supergirl. that Supergirl was so far different than any other. Those Supergirls were so far different from any Supergirl we had. It wasn't even funny. And I enjoyed when Michael Turner brought Kara Zor-El back too. I thought that was really cool. Even though some people were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Kara would wear a midriff." Well, why wouldn't she? She's a 16-year-old girl who has a pervious skin. Why would she wear covered up clothes? That's not who Supergirl is. I mean, especially not this one anyway. She's a teenager who wants to live and figure out her own path. Demi Lovato said that racist to aliens from outer space. Well, she can kiss my ass. I don't know why they start this non-human beings equal black people BS. It really is annoying. Yeah, it's crazy how they keep casting black people as aliens. Like, oh, here's the alien form, and here's the human form I decided to use. Black. Really? Really, as an alien who can shapeshift, you really think I'm gonna choose a black person? Okay. Okay. Yeah, all right, if you say so. Some crap in fantasy communities told everyone that ogres were black. Yeah, I heard that they were trying to say that ogres were black people and that it's racist to black people, even though nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that. That was playing Dungeons and Dragons, but it is what it is, to be honest. Like, okay. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's look at some Linda Danvers. Linda Danvers, Supergirl. Yeah, boy. Now that's a Supergirl right here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Open image, new tab, and let me see. Do they have the? Let me see if I can get the one with the where she had the Matrix wings. Yeah, this was when Matrix and her had fused. I loved that. Loved when they fused. Hmm. Yeah, look at that. Earthborn Angel, Supergirl. This is when Matrix and Linda had fused together and became the Earthborn Angel. Now that was really cool. That was something else right there. She had them fiery angel wings. It was really cool to see it, to be honest. I was like, oh snap. Now that was really cool. And let's see. Let's go to the other one. No, well, this is what happens after they had separated. Let's see. Share screen. And there go Linda Danvers right there. Linda Danvers, Supergirl. That's why it's kind of funny when people be like, "Oh no, that's not the correct Supergirl," and I'm just like, I mean, that's Kara Zor-El, and I'm like, no, it's not Kara Zor-El. If I was a writer of the Titans show, I'll have a plot point while Starfire is black. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have made her black. I would have just got a black actress, and she would have been wearing orange bronze on her body the whole time while she's there. And that's it. In pre-crisis, Kara was friends with Barbara Gordon, and post-crisis with Stephanie Brown. Why do you prefer her to be friends with and not romantically with, not like those weirdos who ship Kara with Batgirl? Who do I prefer? Um, I mean, either one, to be honest, works for me. It really doesn't matter, to be honest, whether it's post crisis or pre crisis Supergirl. But because most people forgot about post crisis Supergirl and Barbara Gordon doesn't have that connection with her, what I would want is Matrix Supergirl to fill in that role of where her and Barbara Gordon were friends. And then she sort of became friends with Linda Danvers and let Supergirl be friends with um Sandra and Stephanie Brown's Supergirl and Batman thing. That's how I feel about it. It really doesn't really matter to me which ones it is. I like all the friendships that Supergirl and Batgirls have together anyway. I just think it's kind of sad that we kind of forgot about Matrix and Linda Danvers along the way. You know what I mean? Vegeta and Goku reformed of Linda and Kara as Supergirl. No, that doesn't even make any sense apathetically. That really don't make no sense what you just said. But okay. But since Barbara Gordon is supposed to be like, paralyzed when Kara Zor-El comes, I would want the history to have it where Matrix Supergirl and Barbara Gordon were best friends. Like, oh, I'm friends with a Supergirl, but I'm just not friends with this Supergirl or whatever. And it'll be kind of cool because then like Oracle and Kara Zor-El can team up, right? And they kind of have to figure out like neither one of them are who they thought they were because Kara is used to hanging out with Cassie, Cassandra Cain, and Stephanie Brown, while Barbara was used to hanging out with Matrix and Linda. And she has to realize that even though those girls were Supergirls, they're not Kara Zor-El's Supergirl. That'll be a cool, interesting storyline, to be honest. I got confused when someone told me that Supergirl from the TV show is named Kara Danvers. I was like, you mean Linda Danvers? Then I figured out her TV show name was Kara Danvers, and that was confusing because they were trying to pull from all the histories of Supergirl to give like this one character change to the character. It's like, hey, here's some Easter eggs. The Danvers family. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. It was basically to wink at the cameras like, hey, I know some of you guys remember Linda Danvers Supergirl, which there's no way in the world they would ever bring back uh wait, hold on, Nerdette. Wait, hold on, Tristan. I didn't see anything. I didn't see no notifications. I don't see your notifications all the time. Like, when we reply to each other, I don't see the replies when you reply back to me. So I didn't know you had invited me on your show. I really didn't know that. When did you do that? Hold on. Whoa. Dirty. Email me after the stream. Email me after the stream because I really didn't know that you had invited me on your show. I heard some people had said my name was mentioned, but I didn't know you had invited me on your show. No, I didn't even know you had invited me, Nerd. I swear I didn't even know. So I'm confused. I didn't even know you had invited me on the show. But email me. My email should be on my thing. Just email me the details and stuff like that because I didn't know you had invited me on your show at all. I would have definitely responded to you. I really didn't know at all. I'm just now hearing about this. But yeah, I would love to see Linda Danvers, Supergirl, and Matrix make a comeback. I definitely would. I think they could be amazing characters that you can do something with, and it can be something like how Kara Zor-El is trying to figure out how to be Supergirl. It would be cool to like bring those two characters back to remind her like um all right, okay, cool. I will check my email. Um it would be cool because then she can learn from like how Matrix and Linda Danvers became Supergirl. And I think that was something that was missing. That was missing in the 2003 Supergirl run. When Michael Turner brought her back from Batman, Superman, Supergirl, and she had her solo run. I think that was something that was missing where she was trying to find herself and she talked to Power Girl, and that's great that she talked to Power Girl. But I think that they should have brought back Linda and Matrix because they're not dead. DC just stopped using them. And I think that would be really cool to kind of bring them back. Like if they do a Supergirl solo run again, if they do a Supergirl solo run, they should definitely bring her back on the they should definitely bring her back, a solo run, and then bring those two Supergirls back so she can learn from them. She was like, I've been feeling like I don't know what to do with myself. How did you guys carve a path to be Superman since you guys aren't really technically family to Superman, but people assume that you guys were, you know? And that would be such a good solo run. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing a little bit of ideas, but I really do think that that could be a good solo run, and it'll give fans a chance to see Matrix and Linda Danvers Supergirl. And then you can be like, I'll and then Kara can talk to Linda, and she was like, I always felt like there was a connection between us or whatever, stuff like that. And then you can have Super Linda Danvers Supergirl explaining where she's been at for a long time. Yeah, the Superman family does need more love. And then it could be, what'd be cool too is that it could be a shared title between all three Supergirls, where in this one Supergirl show, in this one Supergirl issue, we'll focus on Kara. Then the next one will focus on Linda. Then the next one will focus on Matrix, and then the next one it'll be all three of the Supergirls being focused, and then just it's just one of those rotating titles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Connor Kent has been neglected, but he's showing up a little bit more in Suicide Squad, and that's actually a pretty good book though. So if they can get rid of Connor's '90s look, like don't get me wrong, I love Connor Kent, but I didn't like his '90s look, and I didn't like his New 52 costume. To me, it feels weird to see Connor in costume. Even though I read the Superboy run, when he got in a regular shirt, and he had blue jeans, he felt like he matured a little bit. I'm not saying that he's better or anything, but I think you can do a balance between the '90s vibrant Connor Kent with the stoic, mature Connor, because he should mature. He shouldn't be stuck in this immature level of a character when he kind of worked. It worked for me when they kind of transitioned him in Teen Titans. I would love to see Connor Kent, especially. I think Connor Kent should get a Superboy solo run since he actually had a long standing run. Like, I don't think you guys remember Superboy had like 100 issue solo run, you know? So I think that Connor Kent could pull it off again. John Kent couldn't pull it off anymore because they decided to make him, Superman, but it is what it is. I was hoping during Rebirth that John Kent would interact with Kara. I was hoping there would be like a big sister, little brother relationship. Wasted potential, in my opinion. Yeah, oh man, there was so much potential with John Kent. Like, people was like, oh man, I can't wait for John Kent to interact with Kara, and I can't wait for him to interact with Connor Kent. And it was another character they wanted him to interact with Steel, and they never had John to interact with none of those characters until after he aged up, and even then it was awkward. It was so awkward. It was definitely awkward, to be honest, but it is what it is. To be honest, it is what it is. But yeah, it is almost cutting it to 1 hour and 30 minutes. I just wanted to get on here right quick and just do a quick little live stream with you guys, and you know, just to talk a little bit because I had some time off. Carol as Captain Marvel looks like a Karen. Yes, she does. I think Carol needs to go back to the Miss Marvel title. Like, just put her back in the Miss Marvel title. It's okay. Kamala Khan can be something else. Like, just or put Carol back as Warbird. That could be really cool too. That would definitely be awesome. But yeah, guys, I am so glad you guys were able to come and join me for a quickie little random talk about Batman and manga and Matrix failure and Linda Danvers Supergirl. I just want to get on here real quick and talk to you guys because I know with the holidays it's been kind of crazy. Hopefully we can get back all of the stream. We can get this. I can get the stream back with Dylan and Kate because I know you guys miss the Geek Trinity, and we will try our best to get back together and stuff like that. Yes, Free Fire Pro. I'm definitely going to check my email because I didn't even know Tristan had sent me anything. These notifications on YouTube suck sometimes. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. Don't shut my channel down. I'm just saying. But you guys suck at notifying people of anything. Thank you, Free Fire Pro. I am so glad you were able to join my live stream, and anybody else that's still left in the live stream. I'm so glad you guys were able to join my little live stream and talk with me for a little bit. I know I don't normally talk during the weekdays, but I had some time off, and I just wanted to get on here right quick, do a quick little live stream with all you guys, and talk about things because I want to try to interact with you guys a little bit more. And this is the last Monday. Can you believe it? It's the last Monday of 2021. Woo! This will be so cool. I hope all you guys enjoy. I hope you guys got everything you wanted during the holidays. And I'll catch you guys in the new year. And thank you for getting me across 900 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll grow more and we'll do more things. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.